swimming, now Rugby League has banned transgender athletes. Male to female trans players will not be able to compete in the women's tournament at October's Rugby League World Cup to be staged in England.
Layt is a former New South Wales Sky Blue Origin player. She's played rugby league as both a man and a woman and believes sport should be inclusive.
It's just really unfair, and I think we've actually gone backwards in some ways. They've pushed us out of the way now.
But it's fairness the IRL says it's protecting, banning transgender women from international games.
Women's rugby league is the most physical contact sport. Player safety is our paramount concern.
The IRL says more research needs to be done.
I can see the controversy in it. It's a really prickly one, and good luck to the people that have to make those decisions.
A decision the International Swimming Federation just made in Budapest, setting up an open category allowing trans women to compete in a separate class. But Caroline believes they could play league 2 years on from starting hormone therapy.
It takes time to reverse the effects of testosterone. I agree with that.
This is a biological and physiological issue that we're grappling with, and more research needs to occur.
Troy Grant insists the IRL has been looking at the science since last year, but won't make a decision on whether transgender women will be included in the sport until 2023.
Well, we're just normal people, you know, like we're not freaks, we're just human beings, just like everyone else.
Isabel Mullen, 7 News.
Kudos to Manly for doing this. You know, I wish I follow the Sharks, and I wish they had have done this. I played under 7s and under 8s with Barry Russell going back 1973. I grew up in the Shire, Gal, and my second cousin is Chad Townsend. He no longer plays for the Sharks. I've never met Chad, but you won a premiership with him. I have my own football history, which is pretty easy to find as a proud trans woman, and I was physically assaulted by 7 Pacific Islander religious teammates at training. So for me, this is really important, this message that Manly's sending out, and on top of Women in League round, because it celebrates everyone in rugby league, not just people who up until this point have fitted in. So, you know, I really think this is valuable. And Gal, not everyone, there are a lot of people out there that don't like people like me, or people that are gay. Ian Roberts can tell you that. So in 2022, we're still not there. So I think this is a really important step forward in including everyone in the great game of rugby league. So I just feel that it's not a laughing matter, and I wish you guys had treated it a little bit more seriously. And I agree with Denny Widler where he said, you know, there's a lot of people out there that still do have a problem.
Excellent. Well, let's start with some big developing news before we get to the biggest talking point in the game. Denny, there are crisis meetings being held at the Manly Seagulls, all surrounding a jersey set to be worn by the team on Thursday night against the Roosters.
Yeah, to set the scene, James, it's a pride jersey that the Manly club, as you can see here, initiated. And obviously, you would have thought the club would have consulted with all of their players. Unfortunately, from what I've been told, they didn't run this past all of their players, and now there is a developing drama. I heard this afternoon earlier there were up to 7 players who objected to the jersey. Now I'm hearing there are 4 to 5 players who have indicated they may not play in the game this week because they were not consulted about the jersey. Now that is a situation that Manly are going to have to get on top of, and get on top of really quickly. The initial view, and this could change in time, is that Manly will say to their players, we will respect your views, we will respect your decision not to want to play this week in that jersey, and allow them not to play, mainly because they were not consulted.
Wow, so it's women in league round. So I think the idea here from the Seagulls was obviously going that extra step further, everyone in league round, and the rainbow colours on the jersey. How does this play out, Gal? Because obviously all eyes are going to be on the team announcements at 4 o'clock tomorrow.
I think they'll play. I think the players will play. I don't think they'll let their teammates down, so I'm pretty sure they'll play. I don't know why Manly did this. I don't know why they went the extra step. I mean, women in league round are so important. Every single one of us has been touched by a woman at some stage in our life. Your mother, your missus, something. So I think women in league round are so important. I don't know why they need to go the extra step and wear the rainbow jersey or the pride jersey. I mean, it's 2022. I think everyone accepts that there's different people in life, people have different beliefs, so I don't know why they wanted to promote this, to be honest.
Or maybe to show that they do accept it, they do want to...
Who doesn't accept it? It's 2022.
I'm saying...
There's always going to be people that don't accept it,
Yeah,
and that's never going to change.
You'll find there are a lot of people who don't accept it.
And that's never going to change their religious beliefs.
But maybe this is just their way of...
I just think, I don't think it's the right thing to do. I think women league round is so important, they should have stuck with
I agree with women league's important.
And they should have left it at that. I don't, it's 2022, we know people are different. I don't understand why they have to try and promote it. They should have just left it, women league round, celebrate women league round, celebrate all the women in our lives and just get on with it.
Gus, from a footballing perspective, is there a solution here to have a full strength side there on Thursday night?
Probably through discussion, but this is a misunderstanding from someone far removed from the football operation in marketing and promotions and other things that they do, and not understanding the cultural beliefs of some of their players. And as we've been known here at Channel 9, when we go through a cultural awareness programs, that religion is very, very important to these people and the beliefs of those religions, and particularly the Pacific Island boys. And I guess they were probably just taken aback by it, whether or not this is just a stance to let people know that they're not supportive of that through their own beliefs and then play. It would be a fairly drastic action if they didn't play for their club this weekend.
So if they're refusing to wear the jersey though that they want to play, is it an alternative jersey? Do they go back to some wear the pride jersey, some wear the usual jersey? How does it end?
I think they've got plenty of jerseys at Manly, and I'm not sure of the quid, so they'll find a way to get them out there.